Wait, what if update 34.5 is not just a scooter and some new rooms? What if there are super simple secrets that nobody noticed because everyone was too busy driving underwater? Today we're talking about the hidden stuff that could be in this update. Not complicated science theories. Not weird console math. Simple, fun, try this right now secrets that would make total sense for the developer to add. And trust me, some of these could actually be real. Stay until the end because the last idea is honestly crazy in the best way. Okay, first thing, the underwater scooter. You really think the developer would add a brand new vehicle and not hide something special for it? No chance. I'm almost 100% sure there could be a secret version of the scooter. Maybe a faster one. Maybe a glowing one. Maybe even a golden one. And what if it only appears if you go to the deepest part of the ocean? Or if you ride in a straight line for a long time without stopping? Or if you press follow mode at a very specific depth? That would be such a classic hidden feature. Super simple, super cool, and totally possible. Now think about this. The fish move now. They react. That means they're not just background decorations anymore. So what if you follow a specific fish long enough, it leads you somewhere? Maybe to a hidden room underwater. Maybe to treasure. Maybe to a secret NPC. Imagine there's one rare fish that only spawns sometimes, and if you chase it without scaring it, it rewards you with an achievement like Ocean Friend. That would be perfect for this update. And here's another simple but awesome idea. What if there's a hidden giant fish? Not in the menu. Not spawnable. Just something that appears randomly in deep water. Maybe you need to go super deep using the depth command. Maybe it only shows up after 10 minutes underwater. Imagine exploring, and suddenly you see a massive shadow swim past. That would be insane. And it fits perfectly with the ocean theme. Now let's talk about the new room shapes. 2 triangles. 2 ovals. Why those shapes specifically? What if you're supposed to build something with them? What if placing the shapes in a certain order unlocks something? Like triangle, oval, triangle, oval. Or maybe building a circle using only oval rooms does something special. Maybe it spawns a hidden object in the middle. Developers love when players accidentally discover patterns. And what about welding underwater? Everyone said it looks funny with bubbles instead of fire. But what if that's on purpose? What if welding underwater long enough in one spot creates a crack in the ocean floor? And if you keep welding, it opens a secret cave. That would explain why the effect looks different. Maybe it's hinting that something else is happening. Here's a fun one. The coral NPC has 2 forms, a normal and dried. That's already suspicious. Why would it need 2 forms unless there's something more? What if you need to collect several dried corals and place them together? Maybe they combine into a bigger coral creature? Or maybe if you bring dried coral back into water at a specific depth, it transforms into a rare version. That sounds simple, but it would be such a cool hidden mechanic. And listen to this. The depth command. It changes the ocean floor. What if there's a secret depth number? Like 7, or 13, or 34.5 of the update number. And when you set it to that number, something changes. Maybe the water color shifts slightly. Maybe a secret structure appears. Developers sometimes hide things behind specific numbers because players love testing them. Now imagine this. If you ride the scooter and don't crash into anything for 5 full minutes, you unlock a hidden speed boost. Or maybe the scooter starts glowing. Or maybe fish start following you instead. That would be adorable and easy to add. Another simple idea. What if staying underwater too long triggers something? Not damage. Not death. But maybe your character starts glowing, or strange bubbles appear around you, or a hidden message pops up like you went too deep. That would make exploration feel mysterious. And here's my favorite theory. What if there's a secret underwater base already on the map? Not obvious, not visible from above. But if you go very deep and look carefully, you might see a tiny light in the distance. And when you reach it, it's a small hidden lab or ruin. No big mechanics. Just a cool Easter egg room. That would make so much sense for an ocean update. The best part about all these theories? They're easy to test. No crazy setups. No complicated math. Just explore. Build with the new shapes. Use the scooter a lot. Change the depth. Play with coral. Follow fish. Stay underwater longer than usual. Try simple patterns. Sometimes secrets aren't complicated, they're just waiting for someone curious enough to try something different. And think about this. The developer didn't post an update for a while. That usually means they were cooking something. Even if it's small, there's almost always at least one hidden surprise. They know players love secrets. They know we love discovering things before anyone else. So why wouldn't they hide something tiny in 30.5? So here's the challenge. Tonight, go into the ocean. Pick one idea from this video and test it. Try building shape patterns. Try weird depth numbers. Try following a fish without touching it. Try welding the ocean floor. And if you find anything strange, even something small, record it. Because imagine being the first person to discover a hidden golden scooter, or a giant shadowfish, or a secret underwater room. That's the magic of Melon Playground. Not just chaos, not just explosions, but mystery. Alright, which theory are you testing first? Let me know. And if we actually find something hidden in 30.5, I promise I'll make a full video breaking it down. Now grab your scooter and go deeper. Stop. Do not skip this video, because I think the new scooter is hiding secrets and nobody is looking close enough. At first it looks simple, just a yellow underwater scooter. Fast, cool, fun. But in Melon Playground updates, nothing is ever just simple. The developer loves adding tiny hidden details that only the most players notice. So today we're investigating the scooter like real detectives. First, look at the design. Why is it bright yellow? Most underwater vehicles in games are darker. Yellow stands out. What if that color isn't random? What if certain deep areas react differently when the scooter is nearby? Imagine going super deep, turning off all lights, and the scooter starts glowing slightly. That would be a perfect hidden effect. Now think about speed. The scooter is faster than swimming. That means you can reach places quicker than ever before. And what if that's the whole point? What if there are locations that only load something special if you reach them fast enough? Maybe a rare fish appears only if you zoom past a certain spot within a few seconds. That would reward skilled players. But wait, what about staying still? Everyone tests speed. Almost nobody tests patience. What if you take the scooter, go to the deepest part of the ocean, and just don't move for 1 full minute? No turning, no boosting, just floating. Maybe bubbles change. Maybe the water sound changes. Maybe a tiny shadow passes in the background. Secrets in this game are usually small details. Now let's talk about interaction. What happens if you crash the scooter into coral 10 times? What if dried coral reacts differently than blue coral? Maybe after enough hits, a small piece breaks off. Maybe you can collect it. Maybe combining that piece with something in the nano-assembler creates a secret variant scooter. A damaged scooter. A glowing scooter. A faster scooter. And here's a crazy but simple theory. What if the scooter has a hidden overheat mechanic? Try boosting constantly without stopping. Does it change sound? Does the bubble trail get bigger? What if after holding boost long enough, it suddenly makes a different noise? That could be hinting at something more. Now imagine this. 2 players, 2 scooters. If both players boost side by side for 30 seconds, could that trigger something? Maybe a small ripple effect in the water. Maybe fish stop swimming away. Multiplayer secrets would be huge. Speaking of fish, they react now. They move away. But what if one specific fish doesn't? What if there's a rare fish that follows the scooter instead? Imagine discovering that live on video. That would break the internet for this community. And here's another thing nobody is testing. What if the scooter works differently at different depths? Try super shallow water. Try extreme deep settings. Maybe at certain depth numbers, the scooter slightly changes speed. Maybe the sound becomes deeper. That would mean the depth system and scooter are secretly connected. Also, what if there's an achievement nobody unlocked yet? Ride the scooter for 5 full minutes without crashing. Or reach maximum depth without stopping. Or escort 5 fish at once. The developer loves rewarding random behavior. And look closely at the front of the scooter. The shape almost looks like it could attach to something. What if in a future update it connects to a bigger vehicle? Or what if right now, if you weld it to a specific room shape like the new triangle or oval, something unexpected happens? Triangle room. Scooter inside. Close it. Boost. What if the room moves? What if you accidentally create a mini submarine? That would be such a simple but genius hidden mechanic. Here's the most important part. The scooter changed how we move underwater. And when movement changes in a game, secrets usually follow. Because now players can explore differently. So I want you to try something tonight. Go deep, stay still, boost non-stop, crash into coral, follow fish, test weird numbers, weld the scooter to random objects, record everything. Because the secret might not be obvious. It might be tiny, a sound, a glow, a fish that acts strange. And when someone finally finds it, you'll want to be the first. The scooter might look simple, but I promise you, in Melon Playground, simple things are usually hiding the biggest surprises. Let's keep investigating. Hello. Wait, don't scroll through, because what I'm about to say sounds crazy, but the more I test the new scooter, the stronger the feeling that it has a hidden feature that we just weren't told about. I started with the simplest thing to what happens if you get the most out of it, not just take a ride, but really push the mechanics to the limit. Maximum depth, maximum boost, constant movement without stopping, intentional collisions, long rides without surfacing, and do you know what's strange? It behaves stably, as if it was designed specifically for extreme conditions, and not just like a regular transport. And then I had a thought. What if the scooter has a hidden mode that is activated not by a button, not through a menu, but through a condition, through the behavior of the player? Imagine that you are accelerating for exactly 1 minute without letting go. The sound gets deeper, there are more bubbles, and a slight glow appears that only the attentive will notice. Or you reach a certain depth and don't touch the surface for 90 seconds, and the model changes slightly, not dramatically, but barely noticeably. As if it's a second version that not everyone will see. Most players never test like that. They just ride, laugh, break everything around. But the hidden mechanics are usually calculated for those who specifically check the limits. And now it's even more interesting. What if there is a forbidden version of the scooter that does not spawn directly, but is activated by conditions? For example, a series of 15 collisions in a row without destruction, or 5 minutes of perfect control without a single mistake. It sounds like a challenge. But developers sometimes like to hide such hidden tests without a single clue. And here's another theory: the connection with depth. This allows you to change the ocean, which means that the parameters of the world affect physics, and if you choose a specific number of depths and drive a certain trajectory, the scooter may behave differently. The speed may change, the sound may change, and even a rare plume effect may appear. This is not fiction, this is logic. When a depth system and a new transport are added at the same time, they can almost always be connected. Do not forget about the fish. They now react. And what if there is a rare fish that does not run away, but rather follow the scooter? If you move carefully and without sudden movements, imagine you drive slowly, do not run. Keep a steady trajectory, and suddenly one fish does not swim away, but remains nearby, as if a hidden flag is activated. What if it is a marker? A small hint that you did everything right. And another thought is co-op. To players on scooters, riding synchronously can cause a hidden water reaction, because sometimes developers test group triggers even before the official multiplayer. It sounds wild, but it is precisely such impossible ideas that most often turn out to be true. I'm not saying there's a secret for sure, but the scooter's behavior is too neat for simple transport, and if a hidden feature exists, it won't be huge, but small. But color change, a different sound, a faint glow that only someone who specifically checks will notice. Therefore, if you want to be the first to find that something really rare, do something that most people don't do. Hold the boost for a long time, test different depths, repeat one action dozens of times, crash on purpose, check the behavior in the dark, and record everything. Because if there really is a secret scooter, it shouldn't have been found by accident. It should be discovered by someone who is not afraid to push the mechanics to the limit. And perhaps you will be the one who will show everyone that there is more hidden in this update than we think.